What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary top of the movie reaction video. As always, family, we like to break down the lyrics over here, understand how the lyrics connect with a valuable message within the song, and then we see how that valuable message resonates with our lives, and then we can apply it to our lives to continue to be great individuals, growing in a positive way, always putting one step in front of the other. I do want to give a disclosure. I can hear the audio on my headphones. You guys will not be able to hear the audio as I give my commentary and let off my thoughts and give a perspective so we can create amazing conversation. Then you guys comment below, giving your guys insightful perspective. And then that's how we create a dialogue, let alone have an amazing conversation, right? I've surrounded around a valuable message we get that resonates with us from the song to apply to our lives. Wisdom, right? So with no further ado, if you guys want to listen to music on your behalf, you're welcome to on your own, but you will not be able to hear the audio. Only I can hear the audio due to copyright purposes. With no further ado, before we get into the song, I always like to nail down on the subject of the song, you know, reading what the background and the theme of the song is about. So I do have something here to read. It's from AmericanSongwriter.com. That's my source that I'm citing. Natalie Grant on covering You Will Be Found. It's true to my story. Natalie Grant is using the power of music to start important conversations. One of those topics is around mental health, something the Christian singer herself has dealt with. Grant has been open about her battle with postpartum depression after the birth of her daughter, Sadie, in 2011. She expresses that struggle through a cover of, quote unquote, You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen, a Broadway musical tune movie that centers around the subjects of suicide and social anxiety. That was what inspired her to make this song. So Grant teamed up with fellow Christian singer Corey Asbury on a cover of the emotional song that's featured on her latest album, Seasons. Below, Grant tells American Songwriter about her journey with depression and anxiety and how music has been a saving grace. Quote unquote, it's a sad reality of the moment we're living in, but we're living in a divided moment. So politically divided, racially divided, religiously divided. Then in the world of social media, people are so loud and so bold when they feel anonymous. They feel very empowered behind a keyboard, she relates, quote unquote, and it feels like sometimes people can go, why did you record that song? The Dear Evan Hansen song was a perfect example from my own community. People were confused by that. This song doesn't talk about Jesus. Why are you recording this song? She says. Natalie Grant said, and she said, quote unquote, she's like, because this is an unbelievably incredible song, an incredible musical turned movie that deals with a very important topic that she struggled with, which is true to her own story, which is her struggling with postpartum after birth of her third child, and then it turned to just depression. She struggled with anxiety, and she think that we need is people to be honest about their struggles. She continues, and she thinks that when we put this idea out there that people of the Christian faith don't like, if you just follow God, then you got this. That's just so not real life, she says. If your life was perfect, you wouldn't need to follow God, she says. Her faith is one of the things that helps strengthen her, but also talk about real life issues and realizing that people all around us, as we're all struggling. And she says, quote unquote, you can look at people that you think have their life together, and then they ended their life, and you don't even realize what was the story. We didn't even know what they were struggling with. It's because they didn't feel like you could be honest. She feels the moments like this and conversations like this help to remove that stigmatism and hopefully give people the courage to say, I'm going to speak up about the issues I'm facing. So the theme here is depression, mental health, battling with mental health, let alone doing the work along with, okay, so it deals with mental health, overcoming a detrimental time of your life where mental health became a battle, aligned with your faith being tested and whatever you believe in because of your mental health and where you're at. It's not 100% or where you will want it to be because you're struggling with something. And she talks about people being honest about what they struggle with. So with no further ado, let's get into the video, family. Hold up, because this is in a different lingo, and I want to pull up the translation, family. So excuse me for that. Translated to English lyrics. Okay. So basically, she goes, alive. Hold up. Sorry, family. So basically, she goes, Gabriel Henrique. Okay. So her line is basically, this song is called You'll Be Found. Natalie Grant, You Will Be Found. Lyrics. All right. So she said, have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? So this is like solitude, loneliness, right? Mm. But let the heart calm down. There's always a reason. I feel like they're comment down below, family. They're saying it in Spanish, basically, which I like the versatility. It brings cultures together, right? Unity. Music can always be amazing because it creates unity within cultures. Instead of division, it creates the unity. I'm just clarifying that I got the lyrics pulled up, but I believe it's in Spanish. I have the English lyrics from the song being with Corey Osbury. I believe it's the same lyrics because he's talking about, but let the heart calm down. There's always a reason. Let's continue. The reason to believe. Until when your strength hides, there will be a new. I like how they both came together with this sync chorus. That was tough. Mm. Mm. So now she talk about when it's dark. And family, comment down below because this leads to my question. Have you ever been in a dark time in your life where you feel like you couldn't overcome it? Like there was no light at the end of the tunnel. And at the end of the day, do you feel when you've been through a dark time where you seem like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, there's wisdom? I feel as though there's wisdom within it, in that darkness, and you just have to let things take a course, and you will embrace that wisdom as things takes course, and then the light at the end of the tunnel will come. So my first question is, have you ever been in a dark time and you felt like there was gonna never be no light at the end of the tunnel? And then my second question is, what do you feel like the meaning of that darkness is when you're in the dark times, seeking that light at the end of the tunnel? I told you my meaning, which is wisdom being given, right? Comment down below yours. Mm. Mm. Hold on. Not them killing the Spanish version like this. Is it Portuguese or Spanish? Hold up. Now they got me a little bit confused. Hold up. I think it's Spanish though. The light you will find. I like that. I like that right there. Like Gabriel Henrique with that scream vocal. Nobody ever gonna be able to do that. There's a place where all fear turns to dust. And every time you cry out, you feel a little less alone. I feel like basically faith is basically, comment down below, what is faith to you? Faith to me is, and I'm gonna tell you my opinion, is the things that you cannot see physically, but you believe. Faith is believing in the things that you cannot see. So you see how he said in the song, and we backtrack a little bit, he said, you feel a little bit less alone. Go back. He said, there's a place where all fears turns to dust. And every time you cry, you feel a little less alone. And that's a reminder that we all go through things, right? But then also, you have to rely on that faith instead of emotion. Set your heart. Nothing is impossible. Tell him. Now Gabriel Henrique with that high vocal there. Oh, hey. Impossible even when darkness comes, when everything is around. You will be found. So basically the song is, when you feel lost, you will be found. And it reminds me of when you're figuring yourself out and you're learning about yourself. Comment down below, family. I'm curious. Now, I can resonate with this. This is how I can resonate with the message of the song. Have you ever loved someone so deeply and so much that you end up losing yourself because you were so immersed in loving that person where you lost yourself, that when that person walked out, you didn't even know who you were no more, and you had to learn the stranger that was once yourself. So you had to relearn yourself because you were so focused on loving this person where you lost yourself. You couldn't control that they walked out on you, but you was very committed to that relationship. And now you feel like lost without them because your life was surrounded around them. But through the darkness, you will be found, and things will be restored even greater with that wisdom that you got within that darkness to be found again, right? So then your spirituality is being tested from a faith standpoint. What do you believe in? And will you believe in it when life is testing you and testing your willpower to see how willfully will you continue to stay course to the path, gain the wisdom from the dark times, and continue to keep your head down, staying focused on where you're going and enjoying the journey of where you're going instead of the temporary moment that may be uncomfortable, right? And I feel like that's what the beauty of this song encapsulates. It encompasses the whole theme of being tempted, resistance, darkness, love, unity. You'll be found. Solitude. So your mind is going through this battleground of spiritual warfare. But how can you be peaceful and be still within the storm, right? Loneliness, I found myself smiling at you. And the next thing you know, the light will find the light. I like how they both came together with that vocal. Yeah, man, shout out to them, man. This is amazing, magnificent performance song. I like how she do that vocal. To de tondo, to a shadow, a new day in the day. Everything is new. Everything is new. Filling the voids. Filling the voids. So basically, you had to go through. Eventually go through the work and really look at yourself in a accountability mirror and go through all that yuck within yourself and really be real with yourself to do the work to overcome. So then when you do be filled up, you will overflow like a cup in its purest form because you're happy, right? A new everything. A Luz Te Encontrará. I like that right there. You'll be found, And they got the harmonic vocals with it. Like, I feel the sky smiling at you. A Luz, you'll be found. You will be found. But they just say Luz Te Encontrará in Spanish. But I like how Natalie was very versatile with it. And then they both was in sync with the vocals. Amazing song, amazing performance, amazing message. With that being said, family, I hope you guys enjoy my commentary and me getting my thoughts off, let alone a perspective of the song, and let that love supersede the hate. Get this video a big thumbs up. It's totally free because why not? And like I always say, family, until next time, peace.